my post on IG, she's clever. Hit her in a burner, I'm in Atlanta, close to the river. You the spirit of Jezebel, little girl, you was on my tether. I was giving my all to you, you cold, I gave you my sweater. Took you to a ball or two, and baby, you fit in a zipper. I'm doing my all for you.
Coming right up, the Hawks taking on. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the end. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Irving. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his three. Pass to Gobert. Dallas moving the ball around. Fades. Rebound by the Hawks. Young up top. Julius Randle with the rebound. Now here's Irving. The high post shot. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oh, yeah. Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
Young looking around. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. We play just over a minute here in the first. Daniels from outside. Atlanta again missing. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now, here's Johnson. Last game he had 12. Young against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots good from Young.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Young way outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Joe can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Daniel. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Gobert out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Mavericks number 1, the 4th spot held by the Hawks.
You know, it's been interesting to see both clubs really clamping down with their pressure on the ball defensively. I mean, forcing turnovers and then getting out in transition to score.
Hawks making a switch here. Rizachet checked in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Gobert with a screen on Young. Irving passes to Gobert. Yep, that one goes.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Porzingis. Here's Ricochet. No good on the three. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's the triple. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And that one's good. Ricochet.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Ricochet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Alexander Walker, and it's Luke Kennard in for Trae Young. Williams, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for Irving. The Hawks leading by 3. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Ricochet. Julius Randle with the rebound. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Williams. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. Pass to Kennard. And here's Porzingis. Johnson outside. From the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Here's Hardy. No good that time. Good D by Johnson. And here's Porzingis for a throw. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow, it counts.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Robert Williams. P.J. Washington is out there with Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And it's Ricochet missing. Mavericks trail by 5. To the right side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Hawks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
The shot by Williams, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Ricochet's got 8 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Shot from the low block. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Krejci. Still scoreless.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Mavericks trail by 6. From deep Washington. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Krejci. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
After Rizichet. It's stolen. The shot from 20 feet away. They get a hand on it.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And now a quick look at some very potent men in the middle lately. Highest scoring big men in the past 10 games. Julius Randle, number 1.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Okongwu kicks to Daniels. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Mavericks trail by 10. Going inside. Count that bucket. 10 points for him.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Irving looking over the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Okongwu. The Mavericks also with a sub. Gobert's checked in. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Randle is double. That's to Joe from outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Joe's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Young, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
From 17 feet out. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Randle.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randle working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Irving passes to Joe. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Joe's got 5 now.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Randle. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 1-point Atlanta lead.
Randle's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Launches the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey, folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. The Eastern Conference winner, LaMelo Ball.
Well, LaMelo's been incredible. I'll tell you, he has been an elite scorer and passer who can single-handedly dictate the pace of the game, Shaq.
And when it comes to this award, it doesn't hurt that he got that razzle-dazzle to his game.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Dallas with it. A two-point game. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Young is out there with Daniels. And there's Porzingis, and it's Johnson in at the foursome. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Both free throws good from Randall. Atlanta's shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Young with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 7 points in the game.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
Here's Joe. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Joe's got his third bucket of the night. It's tipped and stolen by Irving. It's Joe on the wing, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Hawks. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. Gobert, the screen. No good on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Alexander Walker passes to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Back to Young. To the inside. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Here's Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Young with the steal. It's good. This game is all even. Young's got 10 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Down low. Here's Randall. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A miss that time would have put him up. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, it's the 2nd game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Young pass to Johnson. Now here's Porzingis from deep. Atlanta again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Young from outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Joe, that's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Joe's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Here's Young. He's got 10. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. In the corner, Daniels drills the three-pointer. Daniels has got 5 now.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Irving, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. He's checked in for Atlanta. And Dallas also making a switch. Kamara's checked in. Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to Porzingis. Here's Johnson. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside. And that's 13 points for Trae Young.
Man, this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Here's Randall. Rebound by the Hawks. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Luke Kennard in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass break, Dallas. And some very quick points for him on that possession. He's got 15. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. Pass to Okongwu. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Mavericks leading by 9. From 20 feet out, Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now, Joe. He's got 12. Fires for 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Julius Randle is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 2. And here's Washington outside. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Kennard. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Randle. Atlanta with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's Randle. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Washington sets the pick for Randle. A three-pointer off the mark. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Risacher. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Randle finds Joe. Dallas no good that time either. Hawks shooting in this game 45%.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Hawks making the switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Dallas. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Risacher. Hawks passing it around. Porzingis sets the pick for Risacher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Risacher, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Wants to get it to Randle and does. 14 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You know, Randle has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Risacher. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Dallas leading by 3. Fires the 3. Joe can't get it to go.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, You better make it.
And Clark, here's a great guy. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson comes in for Okongwu. And Trae Young subbed in for Rizachet. Here's Joe, defended by Young. Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. In the corner, Daniels. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Daniels has got 6 in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Kamare. The three. Traps in the tray. Joe's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Knocked away. The three. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Young. In the corner. Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Mavericks leading. Gobert with a screen on Young. With the drive. And good that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Young for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Young's shot is off. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gobert with a screen for Irving. Gobert, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
Young from outside. Gobert pulls it in.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Atlanta is shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Mavericks shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. A nice shot by Irving.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
.46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Daniels. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
To the inside.
When that close, he's almost automatic. No wonder the defense is all over Gobert.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Young. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the game. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Young. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
10 seconds. Team started.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Rudy Gobert. At the line for 2.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Was shot off that time. Irving for 3. It falls. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.